Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. The Gators will kick it away first. It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. You think the fans are ready for this one? The booth's shaking underneath us, guys. They go to the ground. And the visitors start their day with nothing. Stopped at the line of scrimmage.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going, handing the ball.
This crowd, full throat, spreading the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Fires to the big fella. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turn. Let's take just a second and talk about Hempstead. They've climbed into the top 15, reached a little bit of a checkpoint, haven't they? Playoff is 12 teams. But it's right about this range if people start tuning in to see what you can do, to see if you're the real deal. Isn't that right, Dave?
Yeah, and cheering against you, right? A lot of times because their teams are doing well or competing with you, but let's see if this squad can build on the momentum. Starting to get some momentum, some love. Now, Jesse, how do they handle it?
I'm excited to see how this team is going to finish, too, because we know they've got talent. They've got guys that can take the game over. The question I have now moving forward, can they do it on the biggest stages? And today, it's about as big as it gets.
Tries to get it on the ground. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on fourth down?
It's a great job there by the defense here early in this game, getting a huge stop, and they've got an opportunity to make the opponent pay. Offense taking over now in great field position. Let's see what they can do here from a play calling standpoint to try to put some points on the board.
Great place to start for this offense. Dropping back, it's Glagway. Makes the grab, it's Wilson. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Running back searching for a hole. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Down to the 3-yard line, and that's where they'll have it, first and goal. And the Gators are in the hurry-up. Wide receiver comes in motion. Grab behind the line. It's Wilson. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Gators!
Love the play design on offense because you get your playmaker, the guy you want with the ball in his hands. You get him open, easy throw for the quarterback. The receiver does the rest, put 6 up on the board.
And the extra point was good. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the fourth down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
And those are frustrating because you think you might get points and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
Back to pass, it's Carr. Grabbed over the middle, it's Ivy.
Great job by the receiver catching that curl route. And did you see the way he came back to the football? That's a great lesson for a lot of young receivers out there. You create separation by coming back to the quarterback.
Looking to fire. Gonna take a shot at this DB. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on second down. The third down's coming up.
And that's why these guys play defense. If that were an offensive player or receiver, that would have easily have been a catch. Come on, man. You got to catch that and make that a pick.
This crowd unhinged, trying to make sure the Gators don't back down on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll take another shot here. Picked off.
This corner is good in man coverage. He's also really good in zone. That time, cover 3. He's got the deep third of the field, so anything deep down to the boundary is something that he's going to have a play on. He shows you his ball skills, able to come away with that INT.
Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty.
Got it. Timber. Get set. Get set.
Off the play fake on first down. Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass. After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on second down. They'll run play action. Throws to the wideout. Got his man. The Gators heading quickly to the line.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Quickly complete. Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after...
Got some room headed to the goal line, and he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Florida! I can hear the defensive coordinator in the next booth yelling, "Wrap up! You have to wrap up!"
Bring your feet, 4 points of contact. You hear all those stuff from your defensive coaches. But you know what? Sometimes the guy's just better than you. He makes a play, gets in the end zone.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. To throw, it's Carr. Unloads to the wideout. Catch in the middle, it's Ivy. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37.
I'll tell you, man, I love quarterbacks that have arm talent, but that can throw it accurately at the same time, and you saw all of it on that in route.
Looking to throw on first down. Pulls it in. It's Ivy. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. The Nittany Lions come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Going to take a shot on second and short. Finds his man. It's Strong. He's loose down the left side. Touchdown, Penn State! Once he got some room, it was over.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. To the air, it's Lagway. Fires to the middle and wings it incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Quarterback strolling away from heat. That's caught. It's Brown. Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move.
I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up the first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go when you run into him.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Got it in stride inside the 20. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Gator!
How about that? His second receiving touchdown of the ball game. Find ways to get your athletes the ball. They'll do the rest. That's number 2. They better start playing some better defense, and number 3 is coming soon.
And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. And you want to know what impact home field advantage can have? There it is. The offense will walk it back. They'll have to hurry if they want to get another play off before the quarter ends. Looking for a man. It's Carr. Using his feet to buy time. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
This defensive coaching staff, they love their secondary, and they love the matchups they have. They believe they've got 5 guys at least back there that can cover one-on-one. You saw a great example of it there on third down, forcing the incompletion.
One final play before the end of the quarter. second down, he'll throw it. Oh, they're after him. Takes a hit as he fires. Pick off. What a play by this defense. The return never really got started, but boy, he has set his team up at the 28. While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat line. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. They've got a first down here to open the period.
Let's go.
Pulls and fires complete to the right. And just a short and safe pass play. They pick up a few.
I love this defense's ability to fight off blocks and rally to the football. They do such a great job pursuing that wide receiver screen to only allow a minimal gain and no first down.
Wants to fire on second down. Lets it fly deep downfield. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
And he misses. How about that, man? Like, it seems like everything he's thrown so far has worked, especially down here. He's already got 2 touchdown passes against this defense. So, guys, I'm kind of surprised when he misses down here.
Pucks it out of the air. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. The Gators will come to the line to convert on fourth down. Needs it to keep this drive alive. Picks up enough to give them first and 10 from the 13.
And that's tough when you run the RPO and you put me in conflict. You can't let those linebackers come downhill really fast because they'll still have to play pass, and they hand it off, and they get the big fourth down conversion.
The give to the tailback. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
Let's see if this offense can answer the bell. Their coaches challenged them all week long. When they got down to the red zone, we've got to be able to run the football because we're going up against a top 10 rushing defense. Let's see if they can step up here and get it done.
Looking downfield, it's Flagway. Bringing the heat. Intercepted, number 19. They'll bring him down at the 14-yard line, and that return of the interception has this offense with spectacular field position.
And that is such a veteran play by that defender. In cover 0, he knows the quarterback's going to have to get rid of the football quickly, so he's getting ready to jump anything that's going to be underneath. He does just that. Great job with the speed. Nice job reeling it in for the INT.
Wants to go up top on first down. Right down the middle. And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. And it's going to be a pick 6. Touchdown, Florida! The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance. Look, a lot of time left. There's a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're a defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the plays and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, while we have a moment, let's peek in on what's going on in a big one in the American. Tulane is trailing right now, but it's only a couple of points. That quarterback just needs to show the poise of a young Sean King, and they are right back in this. They're trailing by 10 to USF. Ought to be fun, fellas, to see how things play out in this notable matchup in the American.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. This thing has sort of gotten away the last couple of possessions. They've been... And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
The play action fake. And he feels the heat coming in. It burns him up. Another sack.
And it's amazing that they're only trailing by a couple of points in this game because they've turned it over a couple times and they've been sacked a couple times right now. They have no rhythm on offense right now. You have got to give the defense tons of credit. They are dominating in the trenches. That's the big story so far.
To do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Finds a spot down the gut of the knee. He's into the open down the middle. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. He got a step and just dusted the field.
And, man, what a game-changing type play. The offense throwing the football deep in their own end, and they're probably thinking to themselves, hey, let's just get some more space. Let's try to get a first down and give ourselves room to work with. What an individual effort by the receiver after he had the ball in his hand, taking it all the way, coast to coast on that touchdown.
And with the extra point, they trail by 2 touchdowns, 28-14. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And, man, did they cover that ground in a flash. A 95-yard touchdown pass. The returner will field it and try to get some field position. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Fires to the wideout. Caught near the sideline, it's Brown. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds right around the 34-yard line, and now they've got a little something brewing. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. Lining up from the 34 on 1st down. Looking downfield, it's Lagway. Quick strike complete. Turning it on! And he's brought down after a nice game.
And that's why for the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
Looking downfield on 1st down. And the throw out to the sideline, good for a few. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside and that cornerback get going the other direction.
Going for the big play. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
He's not afraid to go deep. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
On fourth down, looking for the completion. Fires downfield. Converts on fourth down, and he's still going. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels. And the Gators will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking to throw, it's Flagway. Fires to the middle. Got his man downfield. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10. This offense has been a juggernaut, and they have a chance to pad their total just before halftime. The screen, he can go. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On 1st and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Caught in the backfield. It's Wilson. Touchdown, Gator! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And man, the defense really needed to stop there. They needed to create some momentum, get the ball back to the offense before the half. But the offense does their job, and they continue to pile on, continue to create momentum. There's going to have to be some questions answered in half with this squad because it's been a struggle in the first half.
They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. And that is not the optimal solution there. The kickoff out of bounds, and the offense will have a little bit easier time of things. Offense in an empty set. Defensive coordinator showing heat before the snap. Wants to throw on 1st down. Throws for the tight end. Finds a man on the right. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29.
Man, this quarterback is having himself a day. Over 200 yards in the first half. It was hard enough for Palmer to get over 200 in a game, more or less in the first half.
Back to throw, it's Carr. Caught over the middle, it's Strong. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the 1st down. Good, solid pickup on that play. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. The Nittany Lions can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Wants to go up top. Unloads to the right. Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete. And the Nittany Lions are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. And it's picked off for the 4th time today. Got some room to run. 30. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Florida. The defense takes matters into its own hands.
And with that score, this thing is getting ugly. This offense has had their way, and not only have they had their way, now they finish the half like you're supposed to, scoring the football, building on their lead. This defense is going to have to go into half and find some answers.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. Just one of those mistakes that can happen as the kickoff goes out of bounds. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty.
On the double.
Defense looks as if it's coming.
Set.
Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back. And the offense will take the penalty, move the ball forward, and save the down.
Okay. Spire. Go.
Looking to pass. It's Carr. Under fire. Here comes the rush, and they've got it wrapped up at the 28. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The kickoff team is on the field, and we're ready to get this one underway. Ball is coming out to the 40 after that penalty on the kick.